Yeah. Bro code.
Bro code, we in new modes, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone. Diamonds two-tone. This is our throne. We in that zone. Bro code. Don't break bro code. Bro code. We in that mode. We in that mode, everything I'm doing with you, so we build a bigger picture. You is my bro, everything I'm building with you, so the family is richer. They better ask us about it, they know that we bought it, so they better not press with no issue. Oh, no, mess with one of us, that's two of us, that's coming at you though. If the two of us ain't feeling you, the three of us on go. If you come to play with three of us, we bout to let it blow. And we handing out that smoke, cause it's bro code. We in new modes, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone.
YouTube, Facebook, all of our viewers out there.
What's good, bro code family?
Fellas, we back in here.
Season two?
Yeah, season two.
Season two.
Season two, ready to do it. Shouts out to all our viewers out there. You know, it's good to be back in the studio, back with bros, chop it up with you guys. We're looking forward to a great season.
Yes.
We've been kind of brainstorming on a lot of things.
New topics.
But yeah,
I heard we got some good new topics.
Oh, yeah, we got some great topics.
Oh yeah,
Great new topics? Oh, okay.
And we're eager to jump into it, guys. We're eager to jump into it. But before we get started, you know we got to start with.
We got to,
hey,
man.
Hey. Welcome to Bro Code. Good, fellas. Hey, man. Like I said, we've been having a lot of fun in all season. Right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
We've been doing some things. We've been, having some meetings and everything, and just brainstorming on some ideas and everything. We're fortunate enough to do a photo shoot. Thanks to the people at Ponce City Market.
Shout out to those vendors.
The vendors, they really supported us and everything. So we got some really good shots that we're going to be bringing to you guys. Thanks for the members who have joined our group. Bro Code.
Yeah, thanks for joining.
Facebook.
Thank you.
We're close to 400 members right now, so we are growing, and we're grateful for that. So hey, like I said, we got a lot of ideas, but the first topic we want to jump in today is, and this is one that we feel is going to be. It's going to be stirred up a little bit.
That's what we do. That's what we do, baby.
First episode, season two.
First episode, so we got to come out. We got to come out with a bang. So the first topic we got for you guys is it wrong for a man to expect a woman to pay for a date or any certain outings?
It's a good one,
Man, you trying to put us in it from the start?
Is it wrong to expect that? So when we talked about it, I'll be honest with you. I jumped out the gates and I was like, it's absolutely wrong. It's absolutely wrong. You can't expect it. We men, right? But then I thought about it. What if it's the first date? So you can think about that topic and you could break it down into different variations. Right. So what if it's the first date? As a man, would I expect for my woman or a woman, a friend that I'm going to take out on a date to expect her to pay for a date? To me, I wouldn't,
What about pay for her part of the date?
I mean, paying for her part.
So you saying go Dutch? We going Dutch.
So you think you should go Dutch the first date?
Hey, that can set the tone now. Going Dutch. Because then you see what type of person she is. You see her expectation. Because just like we might have an expectation, she does too. So if her expectation is, oh, he can't pay for a date, whether it's coffee, ice cream, or a drink. That'll decide for her whether or not she see you again. And if she see you again after that,
and she like it.
That might be a good thing.
To me, I feel like that comes with the communication part of it. I'm saying, like, if you know you're gonna go Dutch, you should already establish all that before you even go on dates. the problem that we have, man, is a lot of women just assume that since we are men, we supposed to take that manly role and just pay for the first date
and
anyway.
take that bill. they don't even look at it. They just
Right, they just, you know what I'm saying? Just like the bill ain't even came.
No,
You know what I'm
And
saying?
it can be even if they asked you out.
right. And the
What-
female waitresses now, they just automatically put it on your
side.
Oh yeah, they always do
You
that.
see her sitting over
Because
there?
that's the expectation, right?
Right.
So we're talking about a big subject right here.
Right.
That word expectation is key,
Right.
right? So expectation for us men, what do we expect? What do we expect when we're dating?
See, this is my thing, man. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I expect for them to pay for something.
Right.
At the same time, like, I ain't trying to go broke for you. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I ain't trying to go broke for you.
Right.
Okay. Do I want to shower you with a few things? Yeah, because I'm saying, we trying to get to know each other. So, we trying to set the tone.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So depending on where we going with this, you know what I'm saying? I really want to see, where your mindset at.
Right.
So me personally, I have it set up where if I ask you out, I'm gonna pay for the date. I'm not gonna ask you out and expect for you to pay for it.
Right.
But
I just feel like whoever asks out should pay for it.
but knowing that you're gonna pay for it, right? Would you try and see, like when
Not on the first date. Not on
when
the first date.
not just to see what she would like if she would flinch.
Not on the first date. I want to try on the first date. Now, the second date, if we talking and things sounding good, and I'm like, okay,
Right.
I had fun with you the other night.
Right.
We want to go check out something again. At that time, she's like, okay, sure. So during the conversation, I'm listening. Because I'm trying to see, okay, let me see, we gonna pull up at this restaurant or we got to go to the movies. So I'm just going to watch and see if, she's going to say, you know what, you paid for the last one, so let me get this one. Okay, you do that, that's a check mark right out the bat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't, I'm like, okay, all right, you got one more chance.
Sometimes have you ever been on a date where she don't do that, but you get ready to pay, and then she'll say, "Hey, I'll take the tip. I'm gonna leave the tip."
No,
Is that
okay,
the thing?
that's
fair.
that's something. That's fair. Because
fair.
listen,
Yeah.
my thing is at least you wanted to pay for something.
Yeah, she
Okay?
tried.
Well, you tried.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So then what I'm gonna do is on the next date, I'm gonna see where your mindset at, because if you pay for the tip this time, now let me pay for the tip next time.
And she might pay for the date.
Right, you pay for the date. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
it might
flip-flop.
Right.
But my thing is simple, man. Listen, I pay for the first date. I pay for the second date. Okay. Around the third date,
Your car
okay,
come out.
like something I need to be seeing some kind of moves you doing
Right.
that lets me know this gonna either be either worth it or you trying to just see what you can get as many times you can get it.
Right,
I'm a little
Okay.
different. I'm
And
gonna say-
if that's the case, it's a done deal.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm a little different from you, right? For the most part, like if I'm approaching a woman, right, I'm gonna say it's almost an initial dating phase, right? It's kind of levels to the dating, right?
Right.
So in the first, I would say maybe the couple of months of dating, right? If I'm asking you out, I'm saying, hey, what you doing tonight? Let's go, right? I'm not even expecting you to do anything.
I'm with you on
from
that.
a money
Right.
standpoint,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I was dating my wife, right, we were still dating, right? And I said, man, let's go on a trip. Let's go on a cruise, right? The first thing she thought, which you might like, my wife told me, she's like, well, first thing I said was like, I don't have any money, right?
That's what
And
she said?
That's what she said. And then she said, well, I don't really know or whatever. I said, well, why not? She said, well, I don't have any money. I don't have the money to do that right now. I'm kind of strapped for cash, right?
Right.
And what I said, I asked you. I said, I'm inviting you on a trip, right?
Yeah.
You don't need nothing,
Okay.
right? And so that's how I kind of see it. Is if you asking this young lady, woman, whatever out, then you better be ready to
Yeah.
Put the bill, yeah.
fit the pay up.
Yeah.
And you know what happened with that example right there, Rico? You know what happened? That allowed you to get to know her a little better, right?
Yeah,
And
she
that,
did-
that,
she
that
told me.
allowed her to be more comfortable to tell with you, to
Yeah.
tell you that I don't have it, So to me, I think that's the dating phase right there. You want to get to know somebody that you're with, you're dating.
That you're interested in.
Yeah, you're interested in them. So you want to get to know them. And that's part of the dating phase is, you're taking them out. So for me, if I was to ask a woman out on a date, my expectation is, okay, she doesn't need any money. I'm paying for everything. I'm not going if I don't have the money.
Right.
But this is my opportunity to, if I'm taking her out on a date, she gets to know me because I'm choosing the place. I'm not going to ask her out on a date and expect her to pick the place.
Don't make a plan. I'm like Rico with that. Like if I when I was doing my dating and I asked the young lady out, then that was on me. I took care of that, right?
Yep.
And if it was a continual thing, if we constantly went out, then I'm looking at, okay, we going out.
Yeah.
What is she doing? Is she just going?
Right.
Or is she adding? You
Right,
know what I'm saying?
right.
Because at that point, it's like, I don't need two people to spend my money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because, right.
Despite that whole, you the man. Hey, no.
Right.
I make it. I spend it how I choose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So, my antennas
Yeah.
are up, and I'm paying attention to the whole situation to decide, okay, I think I'm good with this, or I might want to keep going with this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think as men, sometimes we have to realize when to throw the cards in and say, you know what, this is not going to be a productive situation.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
that whole two is better than one. You know, that's the idea that when we meet a lady or see a lady, you know, that's what we're thinking in our head.
Yeah.
You know, some of us, not all, because some men don't mind,
Right.
bearing the weight of the world on their shoulders, but again, sometimes, always two is better than one, definitely.
Let me throw a monkey wrench in there, right?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so y'all do the dates and stuff like that. But what if she decides to cook for you, right? Right? Do you think you're responsible? So she said, I'm gonna cook for you this time or whatever. And then the next time she comes say, hey, Orlando, AC, I want to cook for you again, right? Do you bring the groceries?
It depends.
Because that's kind of the same thing in going out, right?
Right.
So she's providing the service or whatever. She's cooking for you, right?
Yeah.
At what point should you start bringing some groceries in?
Well, like once again, it comes with the communication.
Yeah.
Because if you invite me over, okay, for dinner, I mean, the first thing I'm gonna ask, like, what you cooking? Okay. If you tell me what you're cooking, it might be something I eat, might not be something I don't eat.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
So I'm gonna let you know up front, hey, I don't eat that. Okay. So if you got to go to the store, I'm just gonna go to the store and get this. Then my question is like, okay, what can I bring? You need me to bring anything?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna ask that.
Okay.
Some women like, okay, well, no, I'll just bring you. I just want to enjoy. Okay. But then some women like, well, since you want to bring something, you can bring the wine.
Right.
You can bring a dessert or something like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like me, if I'm gonna cook for you, I'm gonna already have it already laid out. Okay. The first thing I'm gonna do is ask you what you eat. Okay, and if you tell me what you eat, 9 times out of 10, when I'm at the store, I'm gonna go ahead and get that. So when I prepare it, only thing I need you to do is bring your company. That's it. But at the same time, you have some women. Like, well, you know what? Well, since I'm coming, sometimes you don't even have to ask them. They show up like, I brought this wine just in case. Oh, you got to do that. But it's appreciative.
Yeah.
Because now even saying next time I cook for you again, we got wine, so I ain't got to worry about that part. You know what I'm saying? So it just all depends on the communication part of it.
Yeah.
Some women like that. Like, even if you tell them, don't worry about it, don't bring nothing, I got it, they still gonna come with it.
Right.
So again, the signs, right? We're looking at the signs.
That's right.
I told you don't come with nothing, but you brought something anyway.
Yeah.
That's a check mark, right?
Right.
But then you have some, when you say, don't worry about it, I got it, they take it as, oh, he got it.
He got it.
They come in with an empty stomach and they ready to eat.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
right. Yeah.
Again, I honestly, I think that goes back to lessons and upbringing too, because, the way we grew up, they was always like, don't go to nobody's house empty-handed, especially if you finna go eat.
That's right.
Even if you don't take nothing but a pack of sodas,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Take something.
Somebody
Bottle
somebody
water
can
or
use
something.
that.
And don't
Or some
take
water.
it and don't take it back.
And
Right. Don't leave with
That's
it.
right.
Leave it at their house. But everybody didn't get that lesson, and everybody don't understand it.
Right.
Some people, like he said, don't come with nothing, so I didn't go with nothing.
Right.
It's open for interpretation, but some people don't understand it.
Yo, it's funny, man. This morning I was riding in the car. I was going his first day of school for my son, so I was headed to the school.
Already?
Yeah. Summer's over, man. School is back. But so I'm riding in the car. I'm listening to V103, and I very rarely listen to V103, right? But I'm listening to it. Tigger and Shamia, Miss Pat, and they're talking about. They had a brother call in. It was a woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Yeah.
Wednesday, right? And so a brother called in. He said, man, I'm dating this girl. I really like her, but when we started, I didn't have a job. And, now that I got a job and I'm making a little bit more money, it seems like she's draining me. She's draining my pockets. She's draining my pockets, And so it created this whole uproar in the studio. Tigger was like, he's the only male on the station, right?
Yeah.
Tigger was like, oh, cut her off. So they started talking and everything. They got callers to come in, and some of the women, they shot it down. said, no, you know, you're making money now. That's what she should expect, you know, because she cooks, she cleans, she does this, she's giving you, you know, the nookie 3 times a day, whatever, right? And then they started talking about intangibles, right? So one brother called in and he said, look, I understand both sides of the spectrum, right? I understand the woman's side, and I think he's a doctor, and I understand the male side. For the women, okay, you're expecting the man to do this, pay for everything, because you're doing this, and this. And she mentioned cooking, cleaning, and sex, right? But the doctor said, let me flip it. I can quit you. I can get rid of you. I can get a maid. I can call my ex, and I can get a chef. And guess what? All those things that you're throwing at me, gone, replaceable.
Or I can do it myself.
Right.
Exactly.
Because I had a mama that made sure I was well versed in all of those items.
That's
Cooking,
right.
cleaning, and
Do all
Right.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know what? Believe it or not, that's the main thing I tell women. I can do everything a woman can do except have a baby.
right.
Okay,
Yeah.
that comes and see. I'm gonna look in the camera and say this to these women:
Yeah.
when you have these young boys, make sure you establish these boys early. Get them in the kitchen. Get them out that video game.
right.
Right.
Okay, get them in the kitchen. Teach them how to wash. Teach them how to cook. All that stuff because. You'll get to the point where you get these women, you get our head over heels over them, and then now they're leaving.
Yeah.
And you mad because, okay, who gonna cook for me? Cook for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Not
That's why-
McDonald's.
They're not dependent.
Right.
They're-
So
they're
my
not
biggest thing
independent.
is I tell women all the time, you know what I'm saying? The only way I'm gonna really miss you, is that you bring something to the table that I don't know how to do.
That's right.
Simple.
Or something that you will miss. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? She might have.
Cause I'm not gonna miss you cooking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wash my own clothes, iron, cook, sew,
Yep.
all that.
Yep.
I ain't missing none of that.
I want a woman to power my soul. I want her to power my soul, make me feel good, make me feel like I can go out there and conquer the world, rub my head when I'm down. You know, so that's kind of what I look for. You
Well,
can't find it.
that's your love language or whatever we always talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know, just
you
that,
be built
you know,
up.
being just kind of being in tune.
Yeah.
You know.
So I got a question. Because we sit here talking about the fact of when you're dating and the expectations.
yeah.
I think one of the biggest things we as men need to start doing is expressing yourself. If you know that this is killing your pockets, if you know you stressed out, then bro, you need to open your mouth and say something.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't be that dude that, you know, you going to Macy's and she looking at this perfume set that costs $150 and you know you can't afford that, but you don't swipe your card anyway. Now you got a negative balance,
Right.
but you trying to make her happy. Because
Now
guess
you-
what?
now you
She ain't about to
stressed
do
out.
that for you.
Right.
She ain't about to do that for you.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What date we on? This the second or third?
I'm saying, whatever, but I'm saying. I think one of the biggest things we as men, what we do, man, some of us, how can I put this nicely? They set the tone where you got these chicks thinking that, babe, I'm just gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna do everything for you.
Yeah.
Okay. He might be a dope dealer. He might be a rapper. He might be whatever. His pocket might allow
One of
that.
those entertainment
Okay.
guys.
But then guess what? When it don't work between you and him, now you find me. You got no same expectations.
Right.
But I'm that dude that gonna tell you right quick, fast, in a hurry from the get-go, nah, boo. And we don't do that over here.
Yeah.
Okay. This a partnership over here.
Right.
Okay. This is what I can afford.
Right.
If that ain't good enough, it was nice knowing you.
Yep. That's right.
Simple. And like I said, we have to hold these women accountable. We have to hold them accountable, man. And I just tell guys all the time, don't try to please no woman. Don't try to go all out like that if you know you can't do that. Right. Because I talk to a lot of friends of mine, one thing women look for more than they look for the fact that you're taking on these dates is consistency.
Yeah.
If you can't do this consistently, they gonna know.
Yeah.
Right.
They gonna know quick.
That don't start something that you can't keep
Right.
up with.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a funny story. I had this chick I dated a long time ago.
Uh-oh.
And one of her biggest things was, I like a man to open my door. No matter where we going, I like a man to open my door.
That's easy.
Okay? So this is what I told her. I said, listen, my dad told me, don't do nothing that you're not gonna be able to keep up with.
Don't start nothing that you're not gonna finish.
So-
that you're not gonna keep. Yeah.
It's not that I can't open the door for you.
You gonna forget.
But half the time, I ain't thinking about opening your door. I'm thinking about getting in the car. If it's raining,
we
okay,
both trying to hurry
I'm not finna sit here and try to get no PowerPoints with you by opening your door, okay, and I'm soaking wet, okay? Nah. So, miss me with that one.
Right.
So, that she like, really? I'm like, listen, I'm being honest with you up front.
You're gonna get a lot of
You better
calls.
hurry
You're gonna get a lot of
But-
feedback. You're gonna get a lot of feedback
Listen,
on that.
hey, that's cool. Like, listen, opening the door, I will do it,
right.
okay? But sometimes I ain't thinking about that.
You'll do it on special occasions.
Right, special occasions. I'm saying, like, let me open this door. You know what I'm saying? I was that Nicky tonight, so let me check all the points. Okay, but half of the time, if we just ride into the store or Walmart or somewhere, bro, I ain't thinking about opening the door, man. I ain't even lie to you.
But what if that's the expectation for a woman when you dating? Like, I expect the man to open my door.
Well, then guess what? You can't never say I ain't tell you up front. You can't say I ain't tell you. Because I'm sure, listen, I'm sure gonna be an expectation that I have that she ain't gonna meet.
But she communicated to you though.
Right,
She
right.
told you.
And I did too. I said, my daddy told me up front,
Yeah.
don't do nothing that you can't keep up with.
So I'm with you on that one now.
Right,
Like
right.
every time, no. Now, special occasions,
Right, yeah,
definitely.
special occasions,
and maybe
yeah.
sprinkle a couple of other, times in between when we going out. We had date night, something like that. I mess with my girl all the time. She be like standing at the door sometimes, and I crank the car up and be looking over there like, the door unlocked.
Right,
but she's standing out there waiting on me to open. I'm like, man, if you don't get in this car.
Right. Hey, she did me the same way. She was like, really? I said, what? I said, the door open.
Right.
She was like, you're not gonna open it? I said,
Let the window down
by the
and
time I get out my seat and come around the corner, open it, you gotta be halfway to the main
You know what that's called? That's called setting boundaries.
Right.
You gotta
right.
set those boundaries, right?
Sometimes that don't work, but
Yeah, sometimes
I
bounce back
respect it though. But yeah,
Man.
but I mean, I think that's one that is maybe a little bit open to interpretation, a little bit. Like you said, like special occasions, date night, stuff like that, and with a couple of times here in between, Every time, like you said, we going down the street to like, baby, you want me to walk? You really want me to come around there and open your, come on now.
Right.
I got the bags in one arm. Come on.
Right.
I'm trying to hold the keys and unlock the door for you. I mean, come on now.
But
Come on.
I think it's gonna always depend on the people, right?
True.
Because like I said, I have friends that don't want their wife to work or who they was dating. They don't want them to pay for nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a control issue.
Well, it may be just that's how they was brought up. Like they saw that they father paid for everything and their mother was in the house doing certain things, right? And they don't want their wife, girlfriend, or whoever out there doing that because they feel like, hey, I'm the man, I'm the provider.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Some men are like that.
So you can't say that that's wrong. That's just those individuals.
That's a 60s mentality.
It's not. I mean, it's not really a '60s mentality. It's just that's how I want to live my life or live our life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think some of it does come from like, older grandparents or
Yeah.
a different upbringing. Some of them do feel like that. And then some of them, some men just feel like that.
And then,
You know
and
what
then
I'm
too, if like say for example, if I was making, $500,000 a year,
oh, definitely, yeah.
what I'm gonna send her to work for?
Right.
And
Me?
now she
Still got to go to
yeah,
work.
she
Right.
but she might she might not do a regular
That's added to the $500,000.
a regular a 9 to 5 or whatever, right?
Right,
Because mind you now, it's some stay at home dads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm-
And you know what I'm
Probably one
saying?
of
They
them.
why like if you was married to Oprah, what you going to work for?
Right.
Like on a regular basis, you can may have you something like that occupies your time.
Right, right.
But y'all don't need no more
You don't have to.
money.
Right. You don't
But
have
but
to.
who's to say that
Right.
if I was
Whose money
married to
is
her,
it?
who she giving me money?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She might try to give me $100 a week. I don't want $100 a week. I want more than that.
Which leads me to my next point now. What if I don't know if you guys ever experienced this. Have you ever experienced a woman that is so independent to the point where she wants to control everything?
Or she only
Yes.
needs you or she said she only needs you for one thing.
One
One
thing.
thing.
That's right. Have y'all ever experienced that?
I have.
Yeah. And how did that work out for you? Did you like
I
it?
really went mad. But listen, here's the thing. See, listen, that's a good point that you brought up.
Right.
Because here's the thing when it comes to women.
Yeah.
Once again, we talking about these expectations.
Yep.
So in communication, we notice both on sign the same expectation, communication.
Yep.
Okay. So therefore, it's in the same ballpark. So don't tell me You just need me to be the handyman, okay? And then I come over fixing these drains and pipes and unclogging these drains and you know what I'm saying, laying
Maybe
these pipes
leaving a
and,
little pipe.
you know what I'm saying, and doing all that.
Laying a little
but
pipe.
then that's what your expectation was from the beginning. I just need you to come over here when I need servicing and do what I need you to do.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing with that. When your feelings start changing, now you want mine to change. No, but we aren't doing all that. You said from the beginning that you want me to be the handyman. Okay, so now that's what I'm doing.
Right.
Now the fact that you don't got all in love with the handiness, okay,
With my tools.
and my tools, because this power drill drilling,
Right.
okay. That's not on me. That's on you because that's what you wanted from the beginning.
You
So
got
that's what I gave you.
You got that 120 volt battery.
Right,
Huh?
and you meet her expectations every
Right.
time.
Every
Right.
day, I try my best every time. If I don't, then you need to tell me that communication.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
You know what I'm saying?
You would get
But you
fired.
don't know.
You'll
But
be
she
unemployed.
Yeah, she
Right.
telling you now her
Yeah.
expectations is changing.
Yeah.
Now,
Hey,
at that point, right?
No, her feelings changing. The expectation ain't changing. You still want me to come over and unclog them pipes.
Yeah. But
Now you want me to spend a little more time
Now it's
and lay up with you and have a conversation. No, we ain't discuss all that. That was in my contract.
That's just
Yeah.
a wham bam. That's not a relationship.
That wasn't the contract?
That's
Right, that was in my contract.
That's not a
She can't
relationship.
change the
That's just a wham
stipulations.
bam. That's an understanding.
Right. That's what I just said.
But both
Yeah.
of them can change.
Expectations,
Though.
man.
Both of them can change.
Yeah, but listen, here's the thing about it is, when they change, they expect us to change too. And most men don't. So now you mad. But why you mad? Because you set the tone from the beginning. That's what you wanted.
Yeah.
That's what the same thing with this going out on the dates. Set the tone from the beginning. Let women know what you do, what you can afford. Okay.
So that's why you said when we was just out there talking, you said, hey, you want to go out for breakfast. She's like, yeah, I'm going to go for breakfast. And then you said, you want to go to IHOP. And so she told you right out the gate.
From the gate. But listen,
IHOP.
I can respect her for that. Because guess what? Next time I say let's go to breakfast, I ain't picking no IHOP.
So you know. So you learn
You
her a little
saying?
better.
But here's the thing: had you not told me that, and we put up an IHOP, and then you acting like, well, I'm like,
too good for
why you
IHOP.
eating?
Right.
Well, I don't like places like this. Well, why you didn't tell me that before I spent my money to come in here?
Right.
Now I'm mad.
Right.
So now we're on a whole different level. Because one thing I don't like to do is waste money. I don't do that.
Is that
Now
is
she
that a
get
turn
X'd
off?
off.
right? Quick.
Is that a turn off for any of you guys?
What's that?
A woman who's bougie to the point where she won't go to IHOP or just a simple.
Nah, not for me, because I'm bougie too. It's some places I'm going to.
Yeah, some people
So I mean, I ain't finna be mad.
Right.
Like him. Like I would appreciate that comment up front and that, so we can have that understanding.
Yeah, I don't like
You know what I'm saying?
IHOP.
Right.
That's
But
right.
at least
That's
I know.
That's,
I don't eat
that's
it all.
communication. That's communication.
Right.
Exactly. Yep.
That's the thing. That's why I say it is so important, man. Listen, we in the dating age today, it has to be a no judgment zone. That's how you get comfortable with people. Okay. And we grown. If you're a freak, say you're a freak. Okay,
Or if
I ain't gonna judge you because you're a freak. It might be some things you can teach me and vice versa. But then listen, don't come around me and try to act like you're a good girl. And then I'm judging like she gonna try
Bible
she gonna do
study
all
on
that.
Wednesday.
And then now you flip me upside down and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, like now I'm like hold on.
A lot of times, freak is the expectation. That's
Well,
what the expectation.
well, they hide it. They,
Right, that's what I'm saying. Come on now,
pretend.
really.
Well,
Right.
they supposed to do that. That's how it's supposed to be. When you out, you like, you know what I'm saying?
No, keep it real.
So
Tell me
what?
up front.
So
You want me to be honest?
Don't keep it from me. Let me know what
Let
I'm
me
getting
know
into.
what I'm
Right.
So
dealing
I
with.
know if I want to be in your world. You know what I'm saying? Don't just walk me into your world and think I'm finna be cool. Let me know.
I want to know.
so when you meet them, you meet them out there on the street on
Right.
date one, how do you want her to tell you?
And let's just be honest, cause we ain't at the age we be messing around. We all in our 40s, so our conversations be different with dating.
Right.
So we'll start off talking about, okay, well we gonna go have a date here, and this thing, boy, we all the way out here. We talking about kids, marriage, and everything that we done did in the bedroom, right? So that's what we saying. So yes, let me know up front.
Up front.
And it's little things a woman can do. Like you could be riding down.
I mean, I
highway.
like surprises sometimes too, but
you could be riding down Old National and she be like, man, I ain't been to Starship in a while.
because she's seen the Starship.
Right. Okay.
So then in your mind, you like,
so that kind of direct the conversation going forward down the road.
Right.
So there's ways to tell.
what would that follow up question be? AC?
So it's like you
wanna-
take
hey,
out
you wanna
on
turn around?
date one, and then date two, she said, hey, so you want to hit up Magic City? Let's go hang in Magic City.
You know what? I'd be like, I'm not a strip club guy,
But I'll go.
but I'll go. If you want to hang, I will hang.
Me personally, we can go to Strokers, but Magic, I mean, that's not my pocket level. Like, we have to all understand our levels out here.
So it is level.
You know what I'm saying? It's levels. It's levels.
Yeah.
IHOP
Okay.
is a level. Starbucks is a level.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So let's go back to the dating thing, right?
Okay.
Okay, so that's what this is talking about, the first dates or whatever. So
Okay.
if you meet a young lady, right, how do you tell her level or what you know what I'm saying? You can look at her and you figure out like, oh man, she might be expecting me to go to, like I said, Atlanta Fish Market instead of Red Lobster.
First date.
First date.
Based on how she look.
Or her conversation or what she wearing.
Yep.
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
that's a bit deceptive.
Don't let that fool you.
Right. That's
But
what
I'm
that's
saying-
deceptive.
Yeah.
I feel for
appearance.
that one. Don't let that fool you.
Yeah, appearance is definitely deceptive
Appearance.
because
Right.
I think living here, and I've learned this since I've been living here.
Yeah.
Right. Me too.
A lot of people want to look like they
Right.
got it,
Yeah.
but they really don't got it.
Don't got it.
And that's fine, you
Yeah.
know.
What?
But
What if what if you know,
let's
what
not
if you know
pretend.
she got it? Like you maybe you seen her around the way
Right,
or something
right.
like that, and you know she ain't pretending,
Right.
But you like, man, I'm gonna give this a try, right? You know what I'm saying? So you grab your cojones and you say, I'm gonna go for it, right? And you go at her. How are you gonna go at her? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna go at her and say, we're gonna go out? And I know how you said that,
Right.
let's go get coffee first so I can really figure
Dude.
something out.
I'm 100% for real about that. Like, let's go do coffee first.
Yeah.
Like, because I think that's like medium level. Everybody, pretty much everybody drink coffee.
No, I first said, what if she don't drink coffee? Cause I had one like that. I want to drink coffee.
They got other stuff in there.
Smoothie
They got-
shop,
right?
You got all kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
So that, I mean, that's always gonna be like the beginning. It's simple. It's easy. It's inexpensive.
Yeah.
We're not breaking the bank.
Okay.
And it's a place where you can have conversation,
Okay.
dialogue. Let's talk.
Okay.
Yep.
So that leads into, all right, I don't like the way she talking. I'm straight on this.
Yeah.
Or okay, I like what she's saying. I like what's coming out of her mouth.
Yep.
I'm finna now. Let's go on a real date.
So if she start talking to you, right, and she just start telling you about some of her experiences, like the restaurant she may have been to and the places she gone and all that kind of stuff, can that scare you off? And you say, okay, I want to go on another date, but maybe I can't step up to that.
Me personally, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
was
intimidated.
Yeah, but what do you do? Like if you realize that, man, I can't afford.
but it prepares you.
Yeah.
It prepares you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because if she got a list and she don't mention all these places, you know what your pockets look like.
Yeah, so what do you do?
So guess what I'm finna tell you. So me personally, if you want to go, let's see, I don't know what's the name of the restaurant?
Hales.
Oh.
Hales.
So, okay, if you want to go to have, right, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm like, okay, first thing I do, I'm Googling the menu, looking at the prices on the, okay, all right. So this going to be a date that I'm going to call him about 2 weeks.
So now you gonna fake it.
No, I ain't say that. That's not what I said.
That's what you just said.
No,
You said
listen.
right.
Listen, what I'm saying is, listen.
Fake it.
No,
Yep.
no, now you're faking. Listen, what I'm saying is, I said, once I see the menu and I see what the prices look like, it lets me know how much time I need. So when you like listen, you know what? Right now,
She not waiting 2 weeks, bro.
I ain't.
Faking it, man.
Exactly.
But listen,
You
that-
said
that-
you got it.
I'm gonna be listening.
check
You
this
know
out.
what? I heard some of the restaurants that you mentioned. There's some nice places. Right now, I ain't on that level at that. So we can try something else. Eventually, we'll get there.
So that brings up a good point, and we're gonna go around the table. And actually, James already did it. So let's talk about what's a good first date for you. What's a good first date? James already said Starbucks. Coffee
or a drink.
a drink. Going out for
We can go. Like I think me and my girl, we met for a drink.
yeah.
One drink.
And it allows you to have conversation.
Right.
Yep.
And it tells you whether or not you want to have a second drink.
Yep. For me, bowling. Bowling or Dave and
that.
I've done
Buster.
that.
I like
Everybody
that.
like that.
And the reason
like
I
that.
do that is because I like to see the energy. I like
Right.
to see if she likes to have fun. I like to see if she get her hands dirty,
Yeah.
And still you can have conversation. One thing I don't like doing is going to a club
Right.
first date.
Yeah.
Music loud, you can't really hear
Can't
nothing.
hear nothing.
You know?
Or
What
you
about
can
you,
do-
Rico?
You can do some of these like cool little, maybe like a little jazz spot or something that's not too loud, right?
Yeah.
But you can talk. If you outside of, if you don't necessarily go downtown Atlanta where it's $20 a drink,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can go somewhere that's maybe it's 10,
Right.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying, or something
that's
like that. Or even if you catch her early, if she say, hey, you say, hey, you want to hit a happy hour real quick?
True.
At somewhere, right? They have little toppers or stuff like that or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you can feel it out that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, but I do like the bowling thing. Like everybody like bowling, stuff like
Have
that.
fun.
Plus, that let you know if she can do something you like to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Y'all might have bowling in common.
That's right.
You
And
know?
the next time she may take you out on a date,
Yeah.
something you ain't even used to.
Right.
And that that gets you into her world, and that's how you grow.
Right.
What about you, O?
So I mean, I like the fun thing. That's cool because, like you say, you see the energy and you see who not much instead of get sweaty or dirty or whatever. I'm saying I think movies are good. You know, go to a movie because basically it's a quiet setting. You know, you get a chance to just enjoy each other's company and energy.
Yeah.
So you get a feel for the person. You know, and then like I say, it depends on what kind of movie you pick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said the communication part is important because, I talk to women about stuff like that from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? What do you like? What's your favorite colors? I ask a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite color? Okay. I mean, what do you like to eat? Okay. What's your favorite food? You know what I'm saying? Like, when the last time you went on a date, where did you go? Things like that. You know what I'm saying? So when you ask questions like that, you kind of get a feel for a girl because she like chicken. So let me see if I can find a nice little chicken spot. Right. Or she don't eat meat. So now I'm looking at, okay, well, she don't eat meat. That means you can't take it to no, take a fried chicken or nothing like that. Okay, so now I got to figure out, okay, like she don't eat. So what can I go to a nice little spot that has pasta and stuff like that? So you thinking that's what I said. The communication part is very important because you have to ask questions. Yeah. If you really, really want to get to know a person, it start with questions.
Yeah,
that's good too because like you said when you mentioned. What does she like to eat before you even say, hey, let's go out. What do you like to eat?
Right.
That's important because, like you say, she might be a vegan.
Right.
She might be a vegetarian, right?
Right.
So that may just X out a lot of places anyway, right? So you're going to be limited on where you can take her, right?
Yeah.
But that's, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to mess around and take her like, hey, let's go to dinner, and then you grab and y'all go to Fogo.
Right.
Fogo to
No
child.
good.
It's like, hey, it's all meat. What you going to do?
There's only so much on that little bar you can eat.
You know?
Right.
But she'd be like, yeah, I'm good.
Right.
Funny story, man. I like you, I always thought movies was good first date, right? So I met this chick, was super excited to go out with her. Like, yeah, we finally finna connect. I'm like, yeah, we finna go to the movies. Why? Everybody like the movies, right? You're not gonna can't go wrong, right?
Can't go wrong.
We get to the movies, we chilling, having a good time, like you said, enjoying the company. We in there every now and then. It was a little loud, but every now and then you say so. We get out. She was like, I don't know why you thought that was a good first date. We couldn't even talk. I was so blown.
But you learned. You grew from that.
I did. I learned. Because I was blown because I was like, oh, this finna be tight right here. But then after I thought about it, I was like, she right. Like, we couldn't really talk.
Yep.
We enjoyed the movie. It was something we both never seen and we liked. Right. But that was the first date trying to determine if we're gonna see each other again. And it was, it wasn't a good situation.
Here's my thing with that. That's not all on you though.
True. Because she could have said,
right. That's what,
hey,
and that's my biggest point.
We're not gonna get to talk.
Right. So, but don't just be all happy that okay, well, he finna take me out,
right?
And then he don't want to spend a little money on you, and now you want to complain about it. No, miss me with that,
right?
Okay, catch me before I spend the money,
right? So while I was appreciative of her saying that because it just made me think, all right, next time I know what to do. Yeah. At the same time, I was a little mad, like. You just seen me pull out my card. Right. Like you could have stopped me from doing that. Yeah. We could have went and got some coffee. We could have went and got some coffee and had conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I found out too, man? A lot of women, we talk about dating and going out at night and restaurants and everything. Like, they like simple stuff, man. Like going to Bruce.
Some of them.
Catching them at, hey, let's go at 12 o'clock in the afternoon instead of 12 o'clock at midnight.
Right.
Yo, I'm going to tell you something. I got one of my best friends, his name Kevin, right? Hopefully he's watching this. This dude, so this been his game since we was in college. Okay. Right? We'll be around or whatever.
About to spill the tea,
kid. He'll be talking to a girl or whatever, and I can hear him or whatever. We might be doing something. And as soon as I hear him say, hey, let's go get some ice cream. I was like, I said, he like her. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he said that, I already knew he liked her. And it was like, and that's what he was do. Like his every
can't
time,
go wrong with that.
Every time he
I forgot about that.
The very first one was ice cream.
Ice cream. That's a good one.
It is a good one. Unless she lactose intolerant.
But they got
Now,
sherbet.
see, lactose,
They got sherbet.
that's a
They got
horrible
yogurt.
They got sherbet, man. They got sherbet. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a
that's
bottle of
that's
water.
safe one right there.
And
Hey, if you don't mind a little gas, then you might be good.
and the bowling thing I would say is that that was me and my wife's first date.
Okay.
Bowling,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And then
You
it
see how
does,
that worked out?
And it does, and it does give you the thing
11 years later, right?
Where,
Yeah,
where you
real.
can y'all can bowl or whatever, and we actually it was kind of like a double date type thing too, right?
yeah.
But then we can fall back and sit down and talk while you're
Right.
still having fun.
Yeah,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
So
Yep.
you know, so that's
Good one. Yeah.
So I think bowling, like I said, bowling is a good one. But sometimes, like I said, you know, a lot of women try to see what your creativity is.
Yeah.
So my question to you guys is, when it comes to the first date, how much creativity should you put into it?
No, that's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much pressure.
Yeah, just
Too much pressure.
You want it to be free flowing. You want it to
Right.
be natural.
Yeah.
You know, because you think about it, when you're dating, everybody's putting their representative out front anyway.
Right.
You know, nobody's being their true selves out the gates.
And I mean, here in Atlanta, I'm gonna tell y'all, it's some stuff that y'all can do from a first date standpoint. It don't cost much money,
Yeah.
right? You got sips under the stars. That's going down to the aquarium at 7:00. You pay a little bit, you can get some drinks, toppers, walk through the aquarium, talk,
Yeah.
do all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The botanical gardens has stuff all the time, right? You can go down to the High Museum where they do adult type stuff or whatever.
Groupon.com.
Groupon. You can hit it with it. You talking about you want to
was my
save some money.
thing,
You can
boy.
hit a Groupon, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of things.
I think it even cheaper than that.
What's that?
You can go hiking. You can go to a park
Stone
and just
Mountain or
walk a
something.
trail.
You can go to the park and walk.
You can just walk. You can go. You
If
can
she got a
grab a
bike,
blanket and a basket with some sandwiches in there and some drinks or whatever.
And a wine, some wine.
There it is.
Hey, it's plenty of options. Because honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna like you. So I don't even want to spend a whole bunch of. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's why I say coffee is a good starter. Like you know what I'm saying?
go. Right.
Shouts out to the buck, baby. I don't even know if I'm gonna even want to finish my cup while I'm talking. You might say something completely out the wall, and I may be like, "What?"
Right.
Okay, had that
Yeah, I'm
happened to
ready
you?
to go.
Right.
Had that happened to you?
Yeah, it has. It had.
Yeah, 'cause, boy, listen, I went on a date, man.
It was hard too. It was like
First of all, you showed up late. Okay, so I'm mad because I'm waiting on you to wait. Okay, then it's raining. Okay, then I think we went to Olive Garden.
Wait, how
Okay.
long did you wait though?
But I waited for about a good 15 minutes, bro. You 15 minutes late.
I about to say, hey, I got like a 5-10 minute grace period. Okay, so wait. No. So I got if they don't call. Now if they call, okay, I'm gonna sit and wait because now I know you're conscious of the fact that you finna be late and my time
You ain't gonna
is
leave it no
valuable.
5 minutes.
Bro, I leave. Bro. I don't care. Bro, we live in Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? Should I say?
Probably
Should
took you
I
30 minutes
elaborate
to
on
get
that?
there, right? You got a 30-minute ride, right?
I done drove like 20 or 30 minutes. You want me to wait another 5 to 10, 15? Unless they call and say, hey, I'm running late. I apologize. Give me a few more minutes. Cool, I'm straight.
Yeah.
I can respect that because now you being an adult, you're recognizing the fact that you're late and my time is valuable.
Right.
Just like yours. Because you want, you know, everybody want their time. Because we can't, that's the only thing we can't get back in life, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's the
You're
most
right.
expensive thing.
Right. That's worth more than money.
Right.
But if they don't call and I'm supposed to guess,
Yeah.
like, oh, she gonna be 5 minutes late, 10 minutes. No, bro.
Yeah.
No.
But she
Absolutely
called, and then when you got there, we eating. I'm like, no, I don't know if I was pissed off because you were late, or I just didn't get the vibe. So like,
Oh, the vibe completely off.
The vibe is like, I'm like, okay, like I'm saying, I hope you don't order nothing else because I'm saying time. I'm looking at my wife like this, like how long gonna be sitting here, man? Cause
Wait. She was late and she ordered up the
you
menu.
late, and I don't get no good vibe, and
got
and then
unlimited salad, man.
instead of you talking, you busy eating, and then the communication ain't that good.
I
I'm
think
like,
that kind of happened when we was at Reverb. You know
so
when we was
now I'm
Reverb?
looking at like, damn, I just wasted all this money. So now I'm mad. I'm like,
I think I was a part of that experience.
Hey, I was like, I would have rather you just not show up.
You know this story now?
I was part of that experience.
No.
That sounds too familiar.
No, not that
man.
one.
Not that one.
That's the second time.
You done had two like that?
That's the second time.
man.
Okay.
Yeah, you was at the second one.
sounds kinda familiar.
I was like, come on, man, brother. What?
Oh wow.
Oh, man.
That's good stuff, guys. I mean, we've talked about a lot, you know.
We have,
and
we
I mean,
have.
I think that's a really good topic that that we started off the season with because we all got different opinions,
Right.
And it's different ways to look at it, you know.
So let me say this, because like I said, we really, I really like. I know you said we shouldn't have no expectations, But at the same time, sometimes I feel like expectations is good because no woman is gonna know how you feel if you keep it to yourself.
Right.
So I'm saying, but I think we as men, I'm gonna keep it real. I think me as men, what it is, we think about that. We think about can we get them draws? I'm saying, I mean, that's what we thinking about.
So you trying to go all out first
like
time.
we gonna put up with a little something. I'm saying, but then even with that, like you might have all these high expectations, it don't even be good. So I'm listen. I'm keeping it real.
So now we talking about disappointment.
This season, right? we keeping it real this season.
Yeah.
So my thing is, you got all these expectations. Okay, you don't want to. You don't communicate on how you feel, and you thinking like, you know what? She fine, man. And but nice shape and everything, smelling all good. But I'm about to go down here, man. Take her to this, I'm saying, nice restaurant, man. And then when you finally get it, you be like, I did all that for this.
Did you see? There was this.
But is that her fault or is that your fault?
Okay. So here's my thing. Here's the thing. Okay, because guess what? This is why I said we need to start holding women accountable because. Even if you feel like it's her fault, you need to let her tell you. Because guess what? If you come and you ain't packing right, they gonna let you know. They gonna tell you, bro. They gonna let you know.
There's some that may work with you though. If you ain't hitting it right, they might work with you.
No, they will let you know it wasn't all that.
Did you hear
They will tell you that, bro.
Did you hear that one? So it was just recently. So this guy, he flew her out, right?
Oh, yeah.
When she got there, whatever, you know what I mean? She wouldn't give it up. Right, he didn't play for the plane tickets and all that. He canceled the one going back.
I was about to say, my boy said he wasn't even playing them games.
He canceled her plane ticket going back.
Do you blame him?
So let's talk about from the beginning.
So he had an expectation, right?
Right, he did.
Yep. But did he have that expectation? Did he really know it was gonna happen? Right.
But how much the plane ticket cost? First of all,
it don't
matter because it was his money. Right. That's the first question.
But even whatever the number was, right? If he flew her out, you know what I'm saying? She probably knew he had an expectation, right? And if she didn't plan on doing that, she probably shouldn't have came, or she should have let her know, right?
Right.
But he clearly had an expectation. Most guys, if you fly a girl out, that's 100%. That's what you think gonna happen unless she get there and say, "Oh, you know, man, it's the time of the month or something like that." Right?
But then someone be lying in.
I still think it's
someone lying in.
I still think it's up to the man.
No, I know check. Well, I'm like AC, some head or something.
I do think though. I mean, as we talk about communication, right? I do think it's that man's responsibility. He flew this woman out, right?
Right.
Maybe in the back of his head, he expected to get some. Cool. But it's his job to let her know that before she gets on that plane.
So I'm 50-50 with that.
Right.
Again, because we grown, right? We adults. We are adults.
Right.
That's an expectation.
That's like you get called
automatic
at 2:00 in the morning. You sleep and she like, "Hey, come over."
Right.
And you get there and she's just like, "Hold me."
Right.
But check this out.
Get this bad blanket.
But to the female's defense, though, right? So okay. We say we go to the side of I'm not gonna ask her. You know, that's the expectation. She flies all the way over. That's the expectation, right? But okay, you don't talk about it. No communication. She gets here, and maybe she was expecting to do it, but her period on, right? Are you mad about that? Now
you can't control that.
She could have said that and stayed home
because
not in the conversation.
Listen,
that's the thoughts of most guys.
One thing about it,
stay home.
I'm about to go on next week, but
right.
She could have said,
"Well, we'll move it to next week."
Right.
She could have easily said, and she didn't even have to disclose that. She could have said, "This week ain't good. What about next week?"
Right. Thank you.
Right.
Hey, we can be discreet about it.
Right.
Yeah. And
you know what I'm saying? No embarrassment.
And see, the circumstances is different. Like, say for instance, they had already been dating for a long time and stuff like that. Yeah. And she was just like, that could happen, right? But if this is something like a new type relationship and they've been doing it before, and then now you fly out there and then you say, "Oh no," then I can see where he'll be upset about it.
Yeah. My boy pulled he done let her get her own luggage out the trunk.
Boy, listen.
He mad.
That's why I say
he was big man.
It's important to establish that all that stuff before I would have flew you out. Okay, I'd have had some kind of conversation where I'd have touched on it some kind of way to see where your mind was. That's what I'm saying. We have to hold these women accountable. Like a lot of guys don't want to listen, bro. I ask a million questions, but if it's on my mind, I'm gonna ask it.
Right.
You might get offended. Yeah. But guess what? I'm gonna apologize for you being offended, but I ain't gonna apologize for what I said.
Right.
Because if it crosses my mind, I'm gonna ask it.
Exactly.
Some dudes don't do that. Some dudes, he flew her out. We don't know, the whole situation. obviously. But at some point during them interacting and talking, which led up to, I'm gonna buy your ticket so you can come out here and see me. There had to be a conversation along the lines about
Right.
Yeah.
And she
I mean, especially nowadays, like, come on now. That's like,
who gonna fly you out for just? Who gonna fly you all the way
Right.
from where you flew from?
they got
just for you to
FaceTime.
cuddle?
We got
Right. Yeah, you-
phone call.
there had to be some kind of conversation.
Really?
Come on, man.
Come on now, really?
Right. So that's why he
Look,
was
bro,
mad.
listen,
Yeah.
as
They
high as
talked
gas
about
here,
it.
bro, we're talking a plane ticket. Okay, gas is high, so oil is high, so the plane. Come on, bro, really?
Fuel is high for the
really?
planes.
So clearly,
They canceling
his
flights, canceling
mindset
flights.
was like, okay, I'm paying for this flight. No, bro, listen, and you got the thing we got to understand. Not just flying you out, it was a round trip that you had to go back. So he want to pay for you to go back.
Round trip. Yeah.
Okay,
He
so
spent some
bro,
money.
listen,
Yep.
I don't know too many dudes that's flying you in just for you to say hi, bro. Come on now, really? Come on now. Now, me personally, like I said, me personally, hey, because I had some friends that we discussed this, and then she was like, "Really? Listen, me personally, I'm gonna tell you up front. Listen, okay." Let's go over the what it called, the itinerary agenda.
Itinerary?
Let's go over the agenda for this
your
weekend.
visit?
When you get here, what we doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, we going out. Okay, check.
Right.
Okay. We
Upon return.
we gonna do to bowling. Okay,
Right.
check. Get up next morning, have some breakfast. Check. Okay. So now I'm looking. Okay, all right. I'm trying to see where this nigga coming in at. Okay, because see, I don't pay for you to get out
That's
here
really coming in
and all
between,
that.
though. That's really y'all in
some,
between.
Some
Like,
coming
right.
in some kind of way. I'm saying. So at that time, you ought to know that, okay, he taking me out to here, he taking me, we doing all this right here. Okay, if I know I ain't gonna give him something, let me go ahead and stop him right now, because like he doing all this, I already know he expect to get something. Right. But I ain't feeling that. Even if you want, is that time of the month or whatever, you know what? All that sounds nice, but can we wait on another week? Cause this ain't a good week for me. Right. Then that lets you know up front that you ain't just trying to use a brother. I'm saying just because he's trying to shower you with a lot of stuff.
Let me ask
okay,
you, and
so
it's getting close to us to wrap it up and everything. But let me ask you guys this: Could you date someone that is abstinent?
No.
Well, you're married, so you're
No.
no.
I hear you, cool. So what? I hear you.
No.
So that's a deal
Let
breaker.
me tell you something. I don't know how much time I got left on this earth, so I'm not even finna play that game. Now, when I was younger, I might have tried to play that game and see who can resist or who can wait who out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No.
So ain't wasting.
I don't know how much time I got left,
Right.
bro. So no.
Right.
I don't know, bro.
Every chance I get the free Willie finna get free.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about it.
just
I'm
being
kind of on the
honest.
fence. I've never done it. I've never abstained. I've never dated anybody who was abstinent. But for me, it's like I'm trying to get control of me, right?
Right.
So a part of getting control of yourself is being able to abstain. So I'm flirting with it. I don't know if I could do it, but I am flirting with it. So for me to say I couldn't date somebody who's abstaining, I don't think I could say that. Me personally.
I guess it depends on where you at, honestly.
You go. I mean, this may be crazy, but you gonna start messing your drawers up at night. I'm just telling you. That's nature. It gonna get out.
It's definitely a I'm gonna say spiritual walk.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
That's definitely a time when you becoming more in tune with yourself as a person and as a man, and kudos
commend-
to anybody
I
that can do.
commend it. I commend
Oh yeah,
people that's
definitely. It's not,
You're gonna really need on that room.
he gonna be keeping that back shelf on.
Hey, you know what, man? Personally, I don't know if I could do that.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say, like, if I do respect the fact that you doing that and we cool, I'm not gonna say I ain't gonna go nowhere else and get it.
Right.
So I ain't gonna even lie to you like that.
Right.
So if that's what you doing and you up front with it, I'm gonna respect that.
Right.
Because I'm saying it's cool, but I ain't gonna do it for you.
Right.
I'm saying, so I'm gonna let you know that up
Just
front.
wanna let her know up
but
front.
here's my thing. Once again, it's with these games. That's why I said communication.
Yeah.
Okay, don't know you like that.
Right.
Okay, and you got this dude coming in and showering you with all the blessings and doing all this, taking you out on all these dates, and y'all having fun. And even if you paying for some dates and you doing some of these things,
Yep.
got a dude just saying like, okay, I'm saying she taking me out, bro. I'm taking her out. We spending money on each other.
Right.
Like this really going somewhere. And then all of a sudden, brother go to rubbing on you and stuff. You like, nah, we can't do that because I'm this.
Right.
Like, don't do that.
Right.
Cause now I'm like, okay, Really. And then the first women I would have, okay, that's all you here for? No, you should have asked me that question a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
Okay, before that, because I thought you were here for the same thing because you spending your time and your energy and your money on me like I was doing the same thing.
Yep.
So if sex was not in it, okay, that should have been the first thing you told me, boo, from the get go.
Communication.
Right.
And let's be honest, like that's not all we looking for. That's in dating,
all.
and that's not all men look for. But the thing is, if you're seeing somebody constantly and there's an attraction and y'all vibing and y'all talking and communicating, that's quite naturally gonna happen, right? Or you expect it to quite naturally happen. Yeah. Not like you trying to force the issue, but typically it does.
Yeah.
So when you do encounter that, it's like, what was we, was I misreading your signals? Like, what was we doing? Like, you should have said that a couple of days ago. Yep. And then I could have moved accordingly. You know what I'm saying? I could have made my decision and said, all right, that's cool. Or, okay, I'm not there with you. Yep. So, let me go another route. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
We can be phone buddies.
Yep. Right.
We can be, I can check in on you, make sure you're good.
You
having a good day. But you want me to come over so you can cuddle and you put your boot on me? Nah.
No, that's too much temptation right there.
No, exactly. And then when I go to rubbing and responding, and you're like, no.
You're messing yourself up.
No, bro.
So I think that puts us to a good wrapping point. We started off this segment asking, is it wrong for a man to expect a woman to pay and for certain dates and outings and everything? So I think we can come to an agreement that it's not wrong.
It's not wrong.
We all got expectations, right? But the key to it is communication.
Letting them be known.
Communication, letting it be known. So, fellas, I enjoyed it.
Oh, I got one thing.
Go ahead.
I just want to give a shout out to our new handy dandy bro code cups, man. Compliments of, Miss Jessica.
They are
down in Valdosta, Georgia, man. She did a good job hooking the boys up.
Thank you so much.
With our nice cups, man. I just want to give you that shout out because we definitely appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Fellas, it's been good, man.
And let me give a shout out to my boy G Wade.
Yes, sir.
G Wade Studios. This is our new home. So we got 11 more episodes coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Comfortable here.
Yeah, and it's, like I said, he set the tone for the guys, man. Brought us in. It's a new environment, boy. We feeling comfortable. You see, man.
Yep.
It's getting deep. We got some topics, but we're gonna be going in.
Yep.
We're gonna have guests coming on. After we discuss these different topics. Yep. And hey, bro, I'm super excited.
Let's keep it going. Facebook, Instagram, Apple Podcasts,
YouTube.
All right, you guys have a good week. Peace.
Bro code, we in new mode, and we do it better sticking together. Won't bend, won't fold. No, I got your back through whatever weather, rain, sleet, or snow. Making profit while we get to the cheddar. They know we own. Take off, we gone. Diamonds two-tone. This is our throne. We in that zone. Bro code. Don't break bro code. Bro code. We in that mode.